Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT is here. It's time to get ready to start the dance in the live summit event in the Crew 2 Peak Dance, taking place in the areas of the mountain states such as Pikes Peak, Yellowstone, and Glacier Park, with most of them taking place off the road. Will be featuring with a return vehicle from the Flying German Summon is the Porsche Cayman GT4 WOPS Edition. So this one is a very good special variation that will be added to your collection. If you already own it, that one might have some currency bucks will be added as a bonus. So if you really want to enjoy watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the live summit event, and let's begin. The price for the bundle event is going to be changed differently since you already got 3 vehicles will be acquired. 20% discount off and about 356,159 bucks will be available to be selected. So we already got the Land Rover Defender Works V8 Edition to be on the Rally Raid Discipline, Hyperion Rocket HR3 to be flying onto the air race, and for the Mitsubishi Lancer WRC05 will be going in to be in the Rallycross discipline to be on the selection. And that means for only a second Rallycross discipline is the Ford Focus RS Rallycross 2016. 600 horsepower, and the top speed might be giving an interesting guess out there because this one is very good to be used to be participate in the ski jump. So let's go in there and purchase one vehicle to be selected to be recommended, and here we go. This one might have a for collector to be purchased 9 vehicles to be added in onto the hobby. When it comes in to have 4 rewards to be climbing up onto the platinum, and that means the Speed Vortex Smoke is now added in onto your collection that will be collected in to be giving a good set of rewards that we might have some more currency credits. We'll have to do some refund. Alright, looks like this one might have 4 different rewards. In that case, that might have a good preview look. So I've only got 6 hours left until the event is over. So just gonna have to make sure that the preparation will be doing a lot of video on will be going in to be needed. So first up is gonna be on the Pikes Peak Aerobatics. We'll be flying in on the air. This one might take the first one will be step in. Will be selected to have the best airplane that will might give a good speed to be going over to have a nice figures that will have to use the Hyperion Rocket HR3. Just gonna have to match the figures. That's one clear. Now just gonna have to go upward. Hit the nitro. Perfection. And that one might give a good gauge. We'll be passing in as a checkpoint. Almost had that chance. There you go. Just gonna have to go onto the low position. Just go straight up towards the finish line, and this one might give a good record set to be on the head start. 13,196 points to be flying in the air, and that means for only a best view out there to have a snow condition. That's a good thumbs up for 100,000 points to be racking up to achieve. So it looks like we got 2 escape skills is now going to be doing the best moment out there. Gonna have to go over to be in Pikes Peak for having a skill number 2 will be selected. So hopefully it's going to get much extreme downhill. We'll be going over to have a rally raid discipline will be required. But if anything possible, street race discipline or any other land-based vehicles to be drive on the asphalt that will might give a good ways to be well performed. Talk about having a downhill for doing a time trial, but that one might take the best answer that we might have to go in for choosing a touring car discipline. Okay, just gonna have to see which car should I have to use. Okay, there's my Corvette C6R will be selected to take the first one. Will be going down the hill. Hold on a second. Gonna have to start over because if I could probably might have to go over to take a different direction. Minor details, folks. Just gonna have to check and see. Just gonna have to grab and switch over to my A500s. Okay, that should be good enough. That one might have an opposite reverse order that we might have to do a practice onto the downhill. Okay, looks like this time it's about to go real deal. Come on. Gonna have to take that formation lineup out there. Gonna have to stay on the road whenever it comes in to take the downhill. So yeah, this might be the best escape to be used on any kinds of land-based vehicle to be drive onto the asphalt. But thankfully, this one might take a good downhill. We'll be doing a good ways to do a practice like having a time trial. It's going to get much difficult if we could probably have to do some braking points onto the turns. Gonna have to hit the nitro. Okay, here comes the hairpin. Bummer. Looks like this is going to get a little bit caught red-handed. And there it goes. 4,059 yards. Now, it looks very possible to be trying to make your ways to go down the hill. But somehow, maybe this one might take the only example whenever you're going to have to do the perfect direction. Now, let's just going to have to go with plan B. Switch over onto the rally raid discipline. We'll be doing the best part. Okay, so looks like I choose Rallycross, so I probably might have to do a rally raid. Okay, there's my Defender Works B8 will be selected to be doing the second method. Just gonna have to turn the engine on. And let's go, drive away. Yeah, I don't know how every player can probably have to do this, but this is the quickest way to do a much quick escape. We'll be going over to have a nice open field down the hill. But it looks pretty easy, but the downhill is going to be pretty too much speed by the intense. Come on, just going to have to hit the nitro. Gonna have to do the evasion. Okay, looks like just gonna have to reach up the elapsed yards time. Well, talk about having a tough landing spot. Come on, just gonna have to kick it up to the high gear. Almost there. Halfway there towards 5,000. Well, looks like daily motor stars earned by having the escapist is going to be well complete. Okay, looks like just gonna have to try again. It looks like it may be very tougher as it goes by the off-road and the road surface by any discipline. But this one is going to be the only best part to be going in to be on the left turn is going to be on this hill. This position might be the best ways to go easier as it goes. Just going to have to hit the nitro and go faster onto the increased acceleration. But make sure just going to have to slow down when you enter the forest. Okay, looks like already in. Just going to have to slow down and try not to get a little bit caught by the tree. But sometimes it's very tough. So just going to have to keep a good eye out onto the yard distance. That should do the trick. Come on, just gonna have to take a little bit more speed, and then just gonna have to dodge through the trees. We're not out in the forest yet, but we can still try. There you go. Barely beat my records, but still tries to keep pushing away from the red zone. It's gonna get a little bit hotter. Oh man. Yeah, that's how it happens. Just try not to get hit by the trees. And that makes for the outcome for only 6,500 with 61 points. 75% on the progression to be on this record is going to get a little bit nearly there towards 100,000 points. First escape clear. Now it's time to go in on to escape number 2 to be at the Rockies. Same thing as Pikes Peak, but the Rockies is going to get much challenging to go down the hill. Is going to be doing much usual out there to take. So I bet that we might take the only best route out there to choose any method. Just gonna have to go on the forward or reverse, just any directions whenever you guys want. That one might give a good proper ways. We'll have to do much safer in general by the method. Okay, so maybe if I could probably have to do this to go uphill by the opposite. Just gonna have to stay on the top of the main route. Just gonna have to reach over onto 10,060 yards. Just gonna have to do a little bit more experiment that we might have a good figured escape route. Okay, looks like this one might be given the best way. We'll have to go down the hill to enter onto the snow terrain. Okay, looks like I was right. This route might give the best points. Okay, stay steady. Try not to go in onto the rocks. Whoa, okay. Maybe any methods that might have to come in handy, but sometimes the tougher times is going to get much intense. So, looks like almost 4,000, and that makes for only 3,963 yards. Halfway there towards 100,000 points, and this one is going to be the perfect spot out there, folks. That makes a perfect idea. If I could probably come up with a safe route, we'll be going in onto the right direction. So I have to go in by the U-turn again. We'll be dropped away. Just gonna have to stay on the same route. If I could probably have to go over to be on the ramp by doing an excellent jump. Clearly, but it might be very tougher whenever it comes in to be avoid hitting the trees. Sometimes it is going to be pretty difficult whenever it goes in onto the escape skill. Just gonna have to go over to stay on top of the hill by the snow terrain. Okay, this is gonna get pretty tougher as it goes. Pass on over to the grasslands and slow down by the brake. And here comes the jump. Gonna have to do it, folks. Use that nitro to steer any position by the landing zone. And that should do the trick. Okay, so far so close. Sometimes it might be very tougher to be giving some good clear landing spots. Giving one direction up ahead onto the ski resorts. Come on, just gonna have to stay in it. Almost at least 5,000, and now it's 4,900 yards. Man, looks like this is gonna be pretty tougher as it goes. And almost to be at 100,000 points to be racking up, we'll be going faster, we'll be doing a good off-road chance. So 3 skills is finished. Now it's time to go in by having 6 events will be exclusive for the Rally Raid and Rallycross disciplines, including the air race disciplines to be selected to be needed. Time to go in onto the Rockies. For having a Hammett Rocket HR3 will be selected to take the first one to go in. But in that case that you guys have already seen the different color variation, that was the official to be colored in light blue. Now it's time to get ready for takeoff and get prepared to do some figures. That one might give the perfect moment. We'll be going on for the ace difficulty. We'll be ready to train.
You're gonna ace this, I know it.
This course is going to be perfect out there to go higher by the chance. Okay, just going to have to go in onto the next checkpoint. 1 second perfect by having a good check mark to be achieved. Now, this one is going to be quite doing brilliant to see how faster might go on for having some figures. Just gonna have to match it and fly on to its different directions by the position. Okay, looks like it's going well. Now just gonna have to go upward. This will be my perfect practice course, folks. This one is going to be pretty perfect to see how faster to be flying in the air to go on higher. But luckily, it is going to be quite doing pleasure out there to be reached up by the chance to receive some gold legendary parts to be going some high chances by having some bonus affixes. Because I've been working so hard to have this course to be mastered. That should do the trick. Now, just gonna have to do this position to be switched around. Bet the main objective have already took the second lap. Here it comes. Right up the perfect position. But thank goodness this one might have some good bonus nitro. We'll have to give a good increased speed. And here comes the final stretch. Yeah, now that was a very good Air Race Legendary Bundle to be received as a prize. 4 minutes and 4 seconds by the decimal is going to be at current time. Perfect and successful. Wow, looks like that was going to be quite doing easy and simple out there to be flying in the Rockies for the air race. Now goes on for having some organized events will be settled in. Rallycross disciplines will be selected to be participate. So I guess this is going to be quite giving some good recommend vehicles, so I could probably have to go with. Now looks like time to get ready to go on for the ski jump for the Ford Focus RS Rallycross. We'll be ready to take action for having 7 parts of legendary loot to be as part of the bundle. This one is very good out there to have a nice rally race will be selected to be much brilliant disciplines. Just gonna have to try and do your best. And luckily for the performance level that we might have a nitro chemist to be needed as possible by the recommend. Okay folks. So I switched up the different parts. We'll be putting up with a Nitro Chemist to be on the performance level at 230 at the Ford Focus RS Rallycross. We'll be giving a good boost. So here I come folks. Time to get ready to go race at the ski jump and have a nice rallycross race will be settled in by having a starting grid.
2.
It looks very different as a Group B rally car.
Listen to the engine. It's saying, let's win.
Alright, looks like turn 2 is taking first place by having a good lead out there. Now, just gonna have to take some good tight turns, and putting up with the nitro will give it a boost. Now, for this similar design to be looked like as a Group B rally car from Gran Turismo Sport, but it looks very different onto the chassis to be giving a good use to be in Rallycross. But it looks very good in different style variation that we might give a good use in Yamaha courses. Just gonna have to stay focused and just gonna have to move on to take that terrain by the uphill. And literally, having some drift might be giving a lot of good awesome to be used to nitro. We'll have to stay in a good steady grip. Moving on in lap number 2. Just gonna have to keep on racing. Now take that jump and pull that brake at the hairpin. Yeah, that's a very good nice drift, and use that nitro. Gonna have to pass through by the opponents when taking a jump. So this one is a very good Rallycross edition of the Ford Focus RS. But that one might give a good different variation style that one might have a livery to be used in the Motor Nation in the Crew 2. But I kind of like it. This one is very good extreme to be driving around for having an all-wheel drive performance to be taking on with some official Rallycross vehicles to be used in the game. So by the guess, it's going to be the final lap. It's about to get much closer by the end. Gonna have to go in and ace that course. There we go. Just stay on the inside while taking a drift. And home stretch for the finish line. Excellent. Looks like rivalry off-road complete for participate off-road events, and mud everywhere for having 2 motor stars to be earned. Well, clearly, almost at least to be at 100,000 points, because it was a lot of good Rallycross racing fun out there. So next up, for the Mitsubishi Lancer WRC05, we'll be going in to be at the Glacier Park special stage. Just like last time, but different. But I might have to make sure to switch up onto the different applied parts we'll be doing in exchange. Alright, so it looks like I'm just putting up a new clip in case, because that one might give a little bit more confused since I've been putting up with some legendary parts to be installed with the Nitro Chemist in it. So that means for only a reward for only 45,000 bucks will be received as a main prize. So let's go in there and take on in the special stage rally at Glacier Park. Giving a good excellent boost, and I am warming up to go faster by kicking up onto the terrain to go in onto the dirt trail. Switch back over to be at 230, and that means gonna have to ace that course, because this one is a very difficult challenge if I could probably have to go fast as a true Rallycross racer.
2, 1.
Let's go faster and kick it up onto the nitro.
I'll stop talking so you can start driving.
There you go. Turn 1 by the overtake in first place. Love that sweet engine. Gonna have to stay steady. Take a little bit more time until the nitro refills. And then it will might take a good main focus onto the track route. Okay, slow down. Gonna have to take that hairpin down the hill. But there are a lot of animals nearby roaming around. That makes a good clear strategy that will might give a good slight advantage. We'll be doing a good rallycross dance. Okay, keep a good hold pressure. Gonna have to use the nitro again. Slow it down. Let that nice female deer pass. Alright, looks like only one hairpin turn remaining, and then the downhill is going to be a little bit more done until going right back on top of the hill. Now's the time and kick it up onto the high gear. Double might take one hairpin, we'll be doing the hill climb. Gonna have to kick things up onto the misfiring system. Looks like we have some spectators passing by. Okay, hold it in. Put it up to the nitro. So yeah, a lot of animals coming around in America in Glacier Park to be in the special stage rally. Hopefully, that will might give a good clear spot that we might have the rally cars will have to go forward to proceed as possible. But we have already done this because we may be pretty good out there for having a lot of challenging efforts to be in the full walkthrough of the journey. But sometimes it takes a little bit uphill at the end, go straight towards the downhill again is going to be very tougher as usual. There you go, looks like 3 minutes and 17.615 seconds by the record set. And there you have it, 100,000 points by reaching up onto a new record set. Now that's Rallycross racing. Only 2 Rallycross events is complete, and that means for a special we'll be going up the hill in Pikes Peak, and this is going to be the perfect moment we'll be participate. So grab any kinds of rally vehicles will be eligible by the restrictions. So hopefully that one might give the perfect time we'll be settled in to keep using the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution WRC05. That makes a good perfect selection that we might have to go faster to be at the uphill terrain. Clearly it will be going on for the road. So I hope it does. I hope it does whenever we're about to be going up hill onto the Pikes Peak for having a road surface.
Prepare for the U.S. Speed Tour East, Pikes Peak, Colorado. Up the Rocky Mountains, the race to the clouds.
And this is the best time trial since Gran Turismo 2 to be eligible in rally cars. So I'm so glad that this is going to be used as a mixed event. Better make sure if you can probably have to use the nitro to climb up on top of the hill. Gonna have to recognize the course, folks. Gonna have to recognize the course. Okay, just gonna have to pass that checkpoint clear. I can't wait if I could probably have to get the Globe Motorsport edition of the Ford Focus RS Rallycross. It's going to be much awesome to be used as a time attack car. Time attack cars are very good with some high advanced wing spoilers to be putting up with the front splitters. But clearly, some other images on car photos is going to be quite doing interesting. Almost there by having a progression to be at 37%. Come on, just gonna have to get a little bit more push. And here comes the curb straightaway. Pass through onto this checkpoint right over here. Okay, next turn. Better make it count. Halfway there, folks. Gonna half your way up on top of the mountain. This route should be quite very useful. Ace things up onto that drift. Getting a little bit closer. 25% to go. Okay, so by the looks of it, it looks very different whenever passed through onto the mountain course in Gran Turismo 2. But clearly in the Crew 2, it is very good to see this route might be very good for the street race discipline.
There they go, past the last checkpoint. The finish line is right ahead to win the stage.
Oh yeah, now that's the perfect record time set, folks. 2 minutes and 55.27 seconds to go faster by using the Land Evo WRC05, but clearly almost to be at the 100,000 points. 4 common parts to be received as a bonus. Man, I'm so feel good to enjoy having a hill climb run in Pikes Peak. Rallycross discipline is very good to be exclusive in the live summit. So only 2 more to go, and the rally raid is up next for having 2 events will be selected by only 200,000 followers as a main reward. Hopefully, we're about to be going in at Yellowstone for the next race. This will might give a good perfect guess according to the fandom. That will might give a good value taste of information to be having a good eligible selection by using any kinds of vehicles whenever we like to pick. So let's see, how should we have to go first? But I guess I should probably have to go with the Land Rover Defender Works V8 70 Edition will be selected for only a good recommend for the first run and for Stage 6 in the US Speed Tour East from Santa Fe to St. Louis. Well, I guess that might be giving a little bit more title onto the name.
1.
We'll make sure we'll have to participate later on.
You totally got this.
Okay, now, Yellowstone. Home of the famous geyser is going to be quite doing a best place to enjoy. So I bet if I could probably have to pass this event is very challenging to go up the hill towards the downhill. Taking on the first checkpoint after doing a daring jump. Okay, well, I guess the direction for the main objective is going to be very challenging to be possible. But there might be some buffaloes to be roaming around. Okay, looks like just gonna have to stay on the route. Just like I just done this for only once. Now I have to do it again twice for having a different solution for the strategy. Okay, so just gonna have to stay on the main objective to be proceed onto the checkpoints. That should do the trick. Now, gonna have to stay focused onto the forward position. Gonna have to avoid the rocks. That one might give a hard hit. Okay, finally got the right direction. Just gonna have to keep climbing up. Come on, just gonna have to go up the hill and take a little bit patient time to use the nitro for a refuel. Ah, come on. This is not what it meant to be. I just barely took a rock, just slowing me down. Here it comes, folks. Down the hill I go, and the faster terrain will have to go speed as it goes. Always being a tree hugger by having a hit. Okay, checkpoint clear. Now, just gonna have to stay focused to be on the next route. And there's the finish line. I just barely see it. Wow, that was a very steep jump. Gonna have to drive anywhere to be passed through onto the trees. Only a few more yards to go, folks. Gonna have to make that perfect stretch. But the trees might keep coming in, so we have to avoid it to be making a good clear dodge. And here I come, and looks like that one might give a good exact finish line by the perfect destination. But almost at least 95,000 is going to be having an outcome activity performance, so this might be doing good. But it was very good to have a nice uphill downhill rally raid for having a good time in Yellowstone. Okay, here I go, folks. The last rally raid event in the live summit is going to be at stage 6 of the US Speed Tour East from Santa Fe to St. Louis. But by the looks of it, it's going to be having a little bit confused to be taking place from Pikes Peak to St. Louis. But that might give a good, excellent rally raid to participate to be in the US Speed Tour East. So I have to keep using the Land Rover Defender Works. We'll get ready to participate, and here I come.
Pikes Peak to St. Louis, Colorado to Missouri. Stage number 6, US Speed Tour East.
Okay, looks like this is going to be the best course out there. From Colorado to Missouri, Pikes Peak to St. Louis. This makes a good, remarkable course out there for the rally raid disciplines to be exclusive to be used. But thank goodness for the barrier, and that means that we might give a good, ordinary competition. We'll be driving around for having a nice time trial. Gonna have to take a good focusing on the route, pass through onto the checkpoints. Same thing as goes for the touring car, Alpha Grand Prix, and rally raid disciplines. That we might give the best route we'll be going over to be in the track layout. But in the rally raid, that will might give a good large amount of space. We'll be giving a good tight in onto the gaps. But these course of the barriers, that might give a good safety in use. Thank you, US Speed Tour East. You did a good, proud job, well done for having a nice moment out there for the rally raid discipline. Giving a good off-road and doing a good, excited time attack. Now, gonna have to take that next turn. Gonna have to go in onto the forest. And here comes the jump. Touchdown, and pull the brake onto the early braking point. Okay, looks like this corner might have to do a performance like having a bus stop or a dead chicane from Dragon Trail Seaside. Well, I might prefer to have both instead. There you go. Looks like that one might give a good rally raid drift. And go up the hill by having a little bit steep position, by having a halfway position at 50%. So I bet this course might give a good perfect destination. We'll be going into St. Louis. I really might have to learn about this course. This one is pretty good for a standard competition use. Okay, here comes the nitro and pass through onto the checkpoints. Okay, so looks like still in Pikes Forest in the Midwest. But not to worry, folks. The destination will be arrived in St. Louis in about a few more percentage to go. Now we're in 70. Now going up and take that left turn to proceed. And here comes the straightaway. That one might give a good hill. We'll be going down and go right up onto the left corner turn. Just gonna have to get a little bit closer until we're about to be leaving Pikes Forest. Now, that one might give a good exact view out there whenever we see St. Louis. Ooh, okay, I was so close, but still got a lot of speed to go. Here it is, folks, St. Louis.
Next stop, St. Louis, along the Mississippi. The drivers will pass the Gateway Arch and, like explorers Lewis and Clark did, leave their mark.
Now this is a perfect finish line to have the Gateway Arch to be as a nice view. Clearly, that one might give a good activity performance complete. But I can't wait to get that WAPS edition of the Porsche Cayman GT4. It was good to be in yellow. So right now, I'm at goal in 18,542nd place. But it might be taking a lot of few events will be needed to be racking up to be at 100,000 points. But it was a very good peak dance in the live summit, folks. But I did a lot of good excited moments out there to be racing around onto the mountains. So next up, folks, Speed Trip is on the way by having 4 different rewards, including a green prismatic nitro to be as an epic vanity item. And also to be some eligible vehicles will be required to have some following list. And that means for only one Alpha Grand Prix vehicle is going to be the KTM Expo R. But I can't wait to try this out because this one is going to be much similar to be as a street race discipline will be taking on with some Alpha Grand Prix vehicles. Hopefully, it's going to be on the mixed event we'll be taking on with the touring car disciplines. Sooner or later, it will be participate to be entered in onto Stage 7 of the US Speed Tour East. We'll be starting out to continue on from St. Louis to Detroit. Thank you for tuning in on my video, folks. I hope you enjoy. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads to be turned on, and the links on the description down below if you really want to see more. You can check it out on Instagram, DeepinitArt, GT Planet, and other social media platforms if you really want to follow me. And don't forget to support my main project, Vision Total Drama, the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. I'll be seeing you guys next time in the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I will see you later in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.